From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, February 16th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. Police in Hazleton are on the lookout for the suspect in an early Sunday morning shooting in the city that sent one man to the hospital. According to police, the shooting took place around 4:30 Sunday morning in the area of 33 East Diamond Avenue. Police say they found the 27-year-old male victim from Hazleton with several gunshot wounds to his hip and leg area. The victim, who has not been named by police, was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and then transported by ambulance to Lehigh Valley Hospital near Allentown. The suspect is described as a Hispanic male, approximately 5 feet 8 inches tall, a heavy build, and dark hair. The Luzerne County District Attorney's Office and the Pennsylvania State Police are assisting in the investigation. There's still no word on the condition of the victim. Anyone with information is asked to call police in Hazleton at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. Hazleton police have arrested a 22-year-old Hazleton man who allegedly assaulted an adult female and threatened to kill her family on Sunday morning just after 7 o'clock. Police responded to the 300 block of West Birch Street for a physical domestic dispute. According to police, 22-year-old Manuary Suarez struck a female several times during an argument, and then he threatened to kill her entire family. Police also listed 4 female juvenile victims. Police say Suarez allegedly proceeded to begin lighting things on fire inside the residence, stating that was how he was going to take care of her. The female victim positively identified Suarez as the suspect. Suarez was charged with 2 separate counts of arson, terroristic threats, simple assault, 5 counts of recklessly endangering another person, possession of synthetic marijuana, dangerous burning, among other charges. Suarez is now behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison in lieu of $75,000 straight cash bail. A Hazleton man was arrested for simple assault and is now behind bars. 50-year-old Kevin Adams of Hazleton was charged with simple assault and harassment after allegedly striking an unknown victim. According to police, the incident happened on Friday just after 4 o'clock in the 300 block of West Spruce Street in the city. Police say the victim sustained a laceration on her head and was immediately transported to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton for treatment. Adams was arraigned by District Magistrate Kane in Wilkes-Barre. Adams is behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison in lieu of $10,000 straight cash bail. 2 cars collided this afternoon at Church and Hemlock Streets in the city, causing some traffic delays. This was the scene when WYLN arrived on location. Fire crews were cleaning up the accident scene. This red Toyota Corolla, driven by 48-year-old Gregorio Martinez, collided with a white Ford Explorer driven by Chris Farley. Farley was transported by APTS to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton with chest pains. Police stated that Farley will be charged with driving without a license. A 23-year-old male from Hazleton was arrested after police say he was threatening neighbors with a handgun over a parking complaint. According to police, the incident took place Sunday just after 9 p.m. in the 400 block of West Diamond Avenue. Jose Antonio Lambert Lendoff was charged with terroristic threats, recklessly endangering another person, simple assault, harassment, and disorderly conduct. Police have not said exactly what led to the threats other than it was over a parking complaint. No injuries have been reported by police. With Sunday's snow-covered roads making it dangerous for drivers, first responders were called out to a 2-vehicle crash on Mile Hill, Route 309 in Klein Township just after 8 a.m. These photos are from TamaquaArea.com. One of the vehicles overturned on the side of the roadway. No word on the injuries those in the vehicle suffered at this time, if any. Temperatures reached the negatives Sunday morning. The McAdoo Fire Company, McAdoo Ambulance, along with state police responded to that scene. Frackville Borough Council is considering eliminating diagonal parking on the west side block of North Lehigh Avenue because of safety concerns. Resident Ronald Leam pointed out that safety issues at last Wednesday's Borough Council meeting. He said that it is especially bad during snowstorms. The speed of traffic heading southbound on Lehigh Avenue coming from Shenandoah is also a hazard. Councilman John Morgan said that they would have to contact PennDOT because parking must be approved by them. Council also recommended an increased police presence to deter speeding. A change in parking would also reduce the number of spaces. Borough Solicitor Mark Semanchik will look into the matter to see what can be done about that parking situation. And that is a look at tonight's top stories. Time now for a first look at our extremely cold forecast from Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik, who's in the Weather Center with the latest. Joe?
Definitely continues to be cold across our area. Nothing showing up right now. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Take a look at these temperatures. 8 degrees in New Angola, 14 in Berwick, 14 in Bloomsburg, and 13 degrees in Danville. For those of you watching us in the Bloomsburg and Berwick area, specifically Columbia County, you're sitting in at 14 degrees with a wind speed of 6, making it feel like it's about 4 degrees. Here's what you can expect the next couple of hours. Those clouds will be continuing to be on the increase, some intense cold weather, and temperatures dropping down to about 11 degrees by the 11 o'clock hour. We have some snow to talk about in the forecast. I'll let you know how much coming up a little bit later on.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up, details on a Hazleton City ordinance that will be introduced tomorrow night that will regulate BYOB establishments and events in the city. That and much more coming up on WYLN. Stay tuned.
On October 30th, 2007, W05BG, W47AO, and WYLN-LP were granted a license by the Federal Communications Commission to serve the public interest as a public trustee until August 1st, 2015. Our license will expire on August 1st, 2015. We must file an application for license renewal with the FCC on April 1st, 2015. When filed, a copy of this application will be available for public inspection at www.fcc.gov. It contains information concerning W05BG, W47AO, and WYLN-LP's performance during the last 8 years. Individuals who wish to advise the FCC of facts related to our renewal application to whether this station has operated in the public interest should file comments and petitions with the Commission by July 1st, 2015. Further information concerning the FCC's broadcast license renewal process is available at 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA 18201.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Tuesday night, Hazleton City Council will be considering an ordinance to establish guidelines to deal with BYOB businesses and events in the city. Under the new ordinance, establishments or events that allow patrons to bring their own beer must secure a $200 permit and have their properties inspected by code enforcement and the fire department. The proposed ordinance recognizes problems associated with improperly regulated or operating BYOB establishments, saying that they pose health, safety, and welfare concerns. The BYOB business permit is effective through December 31st of this year. It is the year it is issued. Council will consider voting on the first reading of this ordinance Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Coming up tonight on Late Edition, our Gary Perna has more with Council member Jeff Cassat on this ordinance. Also tonight, want to see the Harlem Globetrotters in person at Mohegan Sun Arena? WYLN has a family 4-pack of tickets to the show to give away this evening. The Harlem Globetrotters will hit the court at Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre this Sunday, February 22nd at 3 p.m. The Harlem Globetrotters is an exhibition basketball team that combines athleticism, theater, and comedy. For your chance to win the family 4-pack of tickets, call us right now, 570-459-1869, extension 1172. Leave your name and number and we will pick one lucky viewer's name at random. This is for our live 5:30 evening edition newscast only, so call now and of course, good luck. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have all the details you need on your upcoming and freezing cold weather conditions. Plus, the American Cancer Society Telethon is just 12 days away, and WYLN has details on what you can expect this year, plus details on the history of the telethon and how it got its start here in Hazleton. Stay tuned, more's coming up.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this down because I got to save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round. 310 South Church Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Well, at this 5:30 hour, it continues to be cold across all of our viewing area, but the winds have died down considerably. That is the good news. Here's a look at the graphic, and you could see for yourself that across northeastern Pennsylvania, really nothing going on in terms of any type of watches or warnings at this time. Now, down in our southernmost viewing areas, there are winter weather advisories that are posted. But for us, so far, things are quiet. We are expecting to see some snow out of this before all is said and done. And there's a look at the radar. You can see for yourself the southern part of Pennsylvania, seeing some of that blue indicating some snow that's overspreading southern Pennsylvania. Now, as we head through later tonight, through the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning, we'll have to deal with some of that snow overspreading northeastern Pennsylvania. Taking a look at our live conditions, our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, hanging on to 5 degrees, and with those winds relatively light, still feeling like it's about 5 degrees. Almanac page for the day, 10, and how about minus 12 this morning? Ouch! Yeah, and with those wind chills, it was feeling like it was about minus 20, minus 30 degrees below zero. Temperatures right now, 12 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 13 in Williamsport, 13 in Selinsgrove, 9 degrees in State College. Next couple hours across our area, I'll tell you one thing, it's going to continue to remain cloudy. We'll hold off on the snow, I think, through about 11 o'clock, and temperature-wise, we should be getting down to about 5 or 6 here in the higher elevations. There is all of that snow. It's going to make its way slowly toward the northeast, but the bulk of it is going to stay down toward the south, which means we're going to get spared of anything significant. Skycast precipitation and clouds brings a little bit of that snow into our area. More of a nuisance as we head through tonight and as we head into early tomorrow morning. How much snow, you might ask? We take this through 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like it should stay dry, and then right after the midnight hour or so, maybe some of that snow overspreading our area. And before all is said and done, doesn't look like it's going to be a whole lot. Probably at this point in time, I'm looking at maybe 1 to about 3 inches of snow. That pretty much is about it. We continue to have this cold weather. Cold weather will stay. It's really not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect over the next couple of days. Some snow showers in it. Very cold as we head into Thursday, Friday. A chance of snow as we head into this upcoming weekend. Well, we got your daytime lottery numbers, the pick 244, the pick 3878, and the pick 44813. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
The Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society presents the 37th annual telethon. Give hope. Celebrate life. The American Cancer Society's annual telethon will be held Saturday, February 28th at the Laurel Mall in Hazleton and broadcast live on WILN TV 35 from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Join us for a day filled with great entertainment. Help us celebrate the telethon's 37th year as we raise money for a cure. The American Cancer Society's telethon is made possible by these businesses.
every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
You've been there from the annual Greater Hazelton American Cancer Society Telethon is just 12 days away, and after 37 years, the telethon has come quite a long way. Today, I sat down with a founding member and one of this year's co-chairs, Clemmy Yamona, to talk about the history of the telethon and why it is so important to so many people. You've been there from the beginning. Tell us what it's like to make it 37 years and just from that first telethon.
Well, it's the volunteerism and the activism of the volunteers. And of course, with Joe and Irene Gans and the family, with their kindness and their generosity, they've had us to forward with this telethon. And it was through the envision of Henry and Leola Kreisel, and with the cooperation of Joe and Irene and the families, and this is how we came about. And the community and the greater Hazelton area have come forward, and they've been more than generous to us, because like I mentioned to you, when we started it, we just had more guts than brains. We didn't know what was going to develop from it. And now, just like we have our theme this year, we give hope and we celebrate life, and that's exactly what's happening.
And you say the community comes together over those 37 years.
Yes.
Hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars has been raised through the generosity of these people.
And it wasn't big donations. And then we also have the distinction that when they pledge, we have most of our pledges that come through. Nobody reneges on it. And if it is, there is always a good excuse, either that the person can't afford it anymore, or whatever the case may be. But we're very, very pleased the way this telethon has progressed over the 37 years, and we're only the 1% as so far as the staff is concerned, and the group of the chairs. It's the little people, and we appreciate all the volunteers that come through, because without them, they encompass so many facets that we just feel it's a phenomenal thing that everybody gathers together. And of course, your studio, you're just terrific. I mean, you just come forward, and it's never enough. Whatever idea we come up with, you go along with us and you cooperate. The cooperation has been just phenomenal. That's what I'm saying. We just appreciate everything that's being done through the community, through WYLN, and through the generosity of all the people.
Now, obviously, each year you hope for a goal, but every dollar counts, so it's not all
every
about
dollar
money.
counts.
It's about those that you will be helping.
Yes.
The telethon, 37 years, you want to see it continue if it has to.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, because we have every day now, the last few days, even though the weather has been so inclement, you have people saying, we'll still be there regardless of what the weather's like. And when you get that impetus from volunteers, that they have this anxiety to continue on, but it's a good anxiety. And they get, well, you know, even your staff gets so motivated. And just like I mentioned, I says, I'm welcome to see so many people from your, so many announcers coming through, and so many people all to deliver the message that we want to fight cancer, because it's deadly. But as a result, they've come with research, they've come a long way. It isn't that one thing fit all. They have come in different phases, that people come forward, they'll say, I had a different type of a treatment, and this is very amazing. And we have people that are saying the American Cancer Society has done wonders for us, and this is what we want to hear.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Just February 28th from 11 to 11, watch WYLM and make a contribution. It makes no difference. You don't have to give a big amount. Whatever amount that you could afford, we appreciate it because we know the economy isn't the best. But it's the nickels and dimes that makes the goal. And it isn't and as much as we appreciate the big dollars.
Now make sure you stay tuned to WYLN. We'll have more details on the 37th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon on February 28th. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinis is in with sports and has highlights from last night's Hazleton versus Crestwood matchup from Berwick. Stay tuned. It's all coming up next here on WYLN.
I'm good. Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
Okay. I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because we make you better together.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
District basketball playoffs tip off tomorrow, so while we wait, a look back at the weekend that decided a number of conference championships. We start with Hazleton and Crestwood, Division I tiebreaker. The Cougars and Comets' third meeting this season, with each team previously stealing a road victory. This one on a neutral floor at Berwick. Crestwood up 5 heading into the fourth. Here, Hazleton's Dante Biasi, the strong offensive rebound, and he notches the first bucket of the final quarter. Next possession, though, Kowalsko on the receiving end of a bounce pass to put the Comets back up 5. Now just a 2-point game, but a huge 3-pointer from Ronnie Hopkins. Crestwood back on that 5-point lead. But here, a great look from Hopkins to Dotzel, who finishes underneath, and the Comets finish strong. Despite this upcoming score from Hazleton's Michael Kusatis, Crestwood 52-38 winners, and they capture the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I crown for the second straight year. And we move over to the Schuylkill League of Boys. The Crimson Tide appearing in their 6th consecutive title game. Blue Raiders with their first championship appearance in 21 years. We speeded up here because things started slow, very slow. This video is 10 times as fast as normal to show you the entirety of one Tamaqua possession. Blue Raiders with an obvious strategy to hold the ball away from Pottsville, and it appears to work, but this possession ends with an offensive foul. Scoreless. Waning seconds of the first quarter, Travis Blankenhorn ends that to beat the buzzer to take a commanding 2-0 lead. Video evidence of the score after 1 quarter. There, Eli Nabholz finishes. Tamaqua down 2 here, but the 3 from Brett Koshilik puts them up 1, but Travis Blankenhorn and the Crimson Tide, too much. They go up 10-7 at the half and win in overtime 33-28 to claim the championship. Girls final, North Schuylkill going up against defending champ Minersville. Leading Miners up 4 heading into the second half. Here, Abby Schofstall with a pretty crossover and adjustment for the bucket. Then an equally pretty move from the Lady Spartans' Tiffany Rapotsky as the two teams stick close. Fourth quarter now, Adrian Kruzinski gets it to fall from beyond the arc, and the Miners go up 4. But North Schuylkill battles off 7 straight, and under a minute to play, the finish, Carly Grigas, the bucket and the foul. 59-53 is the final, and the Lady Spartans capture their first Schuylkill League championship since 2007. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, hear from the title winners, plus Plays of the Week and a Pens recap. But next, Joe Garbacik will have a look at your upcoming forecast.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast, with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
On October 30th, 2007, W24BB was granted a license by the Federal Communications Commission to serve the public interest as a public trustee until August 1st, 2015. Our license will expire on August 1st, 2015. We must file an application for license renewal with the FCC on April 1st, 2015. When filed, a copy of this application will be available for public inspection at www.fcc.gov. It contains information concerning W24BB's performance during the last 8 years. Individuals who wish to advise the FCC of facts related to our renewal application to whether this station has operated in the public interest should file comments and petitions with the Commission by July 1st, 2015. Further information concerning the FCC's broadcast license renewal process is available at OTA at 1055 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA 18201.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we were talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
All right, well, welcome back. Well, you know what? We don't have any snow to talk about just yet across northeastern Pennsylvania. Notice it continues to be dry from Wilkes-Barre through to Hazleton area, down through Allentown, Philly, Williamsport, and State College, but it is snowing a little bit in Pittsburgh and southern parts of Pennsylvania. This storm system here is going to shoot just to the south, the majority of it, but it's still going to move far enough north at this point that I think it's going to give us at least a little bit of some snow as we head through tonight and early tomorrow morning. And keep in mind, with the temperatures as cold as they're going to be tonight and the snow that's falling, it accumulates very quickly because it's that light, fluffy snow. So again, there's a chance of some travel problems out there tonight and early tomorrow morning, but then this thing will be out of here. And before all is said and done, at this point in time, indications are probably 1, 2, maybe 3 inches an hour. Still a little of uncertainty. Some models come out later tonight which could give you a better indication, but it looks like we should be looking at that amount at this point in time. Here's a look at the watches and warnings. Well, not much going on. We just got those winter weather advisories in effect for parts of our area, and on the 7-day extended forecast, here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. Cold, 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 cold. God, boy, you know what? -3, -7, -1. Thursday and Friday, single digits, maybe some more snow as we go into this upcoming weekend. And how about -12 this morning, a little after 6 o'clock? You know what? This is just ridiculous. And I can say that with weather because it is.
It actually hurt when you walk outside.
I mean, last year we know it was a winter and it never would go away, but this year just the cold temperatures and the schools will be delayed again because of those cold weather.
Well, you do have the kids standing out on the bus stop, and I know just walking out to my car this morning, it actually hurt because I didn't grab the gloves right away.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful out there because I know they're saying too long out there you can develop frostbite, especially -12. It definitely felt like -20, like you said.
Well, at times I think the highest was it felt like it was about -35, almost -40 below. Not good.
No, not good. So we are praying for spring. So we can't wait.
Third week of March.
5 more?
Yeah.
I think 5.
All right. So we're just going to keep checking in with Eric and how long it's going to take. Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us here on our premiere of Evening Edition at 5:30. And we look forward to coming into your home Monday through Friday at 5:30. And, of course, Late Edition at 10 o'clock. So we'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock. And don't forget, Gary will have an update on that Hazleton City Ordinance. And he spoke with Councilman Jeff Cassat. Make sure to tune in tonight at 10 p.m. on Late Edition.